Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Icewind Dale.
Your command?
We are on the Heart of Winter DLC, or expansion, or whatever. Nah, yeah, I guess it's not DLC. Expansion. I'm used to DLC with Crusader Kings 2. We've not been in the shrine, so let's go in there. It's probably just your standard temple fare for this area. Good. Guys, go in. Thank you. This statue is a representation of the goddess Joaquin. It depicts a beautiful young woman with an outstretched palm. I believe Joaquin was Jeff Grubb's creation in addition to the Forgotten Realms, if I remember correctly. Anything here? We've got Quinn Silverfinger. Welcome, travelers, to the Golden Lodge, Shrine of Joaquin. I am Grand Sindar Quinn Silverfinger, but my friends just call me Quinn. What can I do for you on this fine, chilly day? I'm not sure if that's a guy or a girl. What do you do here? Well, I do what all good priests of Joaquin do. I maintain relations with the craftsmen in town, monitor trade, and provide encouragement to enterprising businessmen. Sorry, I've got a little something in my throat. Isn't Icewind Dale an odd place for a temple to Joaquin? Icewind Dale is one of the most remote areas in Faerun. I felt it was my challenge and duty to bring trade and commerce to this desolate place. I see a golden future in these icy wastes. I was speaking to the Cooper, Tybalt Dunn. It seems to me his business could use some encouragement. Ah, Tybalt Dunn. Yes, I was meaning to speak with him. I've heard that Targos to the south is making plans to expand their shipping trade. They would undoubtedly be in need of fine, skilled Coopers. I'm sure he'll appreciate the advice. Before I go, could you provide me with healing services? You've got stuff for sale. Oh my. Almanator's Legacy +3. This shiny brass sword is extremely old, dating back at least 3,000 years before Dale Reckoning. It was created by a Netherese archmage named Pauldenus as a gift to a warrior friend. This friend, Calamnin, was a strict devotee of Almanator, a harsh, unforgiving god now almost forgotten by sages. Well, because he's dead. Almanator was the god of law and the god of the sun. He required his servants to follow his edicts exactly. Calamnin did his best to observe Almanator's laws in his travels. This blade was lost when Calamnin was killed in battle by dozens of Nicodemons. Wow. It should be Nikoloths, but whatever. The sorcerer who summoned the creatures, Ilmandi, kept the blade in his family until the fall of Netheril. I mean, Nicodemons is correct too, but let's see. Additional 2d4 +3 fire damage versus undead. 5% chance of Belton's burning blood on hit. Ooh. Sunray once per day. Blindness for 2 rounds. Undead and Myconids take 8d6 fire damage. 18-foot radius. Ooh, wow. Might actually wanna pick that up. That's pretty good. Flail of May. A gift to the cruel warrior Eled the Desecrator. This flail appears to be mundane in most respects. The only unusual thing about the construction of the weapon is the fact that its head is made from solid granite. Eled was a champion of the evil races, and he defended them whenever the races in question had enough gold to spare. One such group of evildoers was a group of Madar and Medusae that paid Eled with this flail. Eled used the weapon with frightening efficiency for the rest of his days. 5% chance of petrifying the target. Yeah. Inconsequence +3. This hammer was made by a self-styled prophet of providential rejection. His name was Philip, and he believed that the actions of the individual were of no consequence to the fate of humanity as a whole. As a result, he rejected concepts of good and evil, instead adopting an attitude of enforced indifference and abstention from social, moral, and political activity. The hammer he carried with him was used to pound on the doors of churches, what he called the dens of fools and mindless men. +4 versus good and evil creatures. And it is usable by good creatures, interestingly enough. Kinetic Spear +2. So that's basically something that I'm not going to be buying. One of the reasons why I have less money is because I bought all the ammo the other guy had. Which may not have been the best of ideas, considering, like, this. 69,000 gold. That's 31,000. I am definitely eyeing Almanator's legacy. Kinetic Spear +2. A philosopher mage named Gideon the Believer was the creator of this weapon. He claimed that there were natural currents of energy that existed throughout the world. To tap into the power behind these currents, Gideon stated a wizard simply needed to understand how they functioned. Once he or she understood the flow of energy, he or she could theoretically draw power from it through spellcasting or through a focus device. When Gideon's laboratory was destroyed by a colossal explosion in 1010 DR, the spear was one of the only items that survived. The spear guides itself along natural lines of energy as it veers towards its target. Rarely, the spear will tap into a line of latent power and cause it to explode in a shaft of violent force. 5% of all hits initiate a Lance of Disruption on the target. 5d4 plus 30 crushing damage. That's not bad, but it's still just a +2 weapon. Is it two-handed? Yeah, it's two-handed, so screw that. 3 white doves +3. An extremely unusual mace. 3 white doves was created by an Ilmatari priest named Aladek in 850 DR. Aladek had been a fighting priest for the Order for 20 years, and he decided it was time to leave a legacy for the church to use after he passed away. This ivory-headed mace was the result. The shaft of the weapon is made from black enameled steel, with the handle being crafted and carved of ivory. Gold bands lock the head and the handle into place. The head itself is the most unusual part of the mace. It is carved from pure ivory, and it resembles 3 white doves facing the center of the weapon. The flared wings of the doves form the flanges. Aladek died in his sleep 3 years after completing the mace. It was given to a traveling fighter in service of the Church of Ilmater. The fighter later passed the weapon on to a priest of Ilmatar named Reckon the Bold. Reckon lost the weapon when he was fighting a powerful vampire near Trollbark Forest. Reckon was eventually victorious over the vampire, but he never recovered the mace. Double damage against undead and outer planar creatures. Ooh. Undead of 1 to 4 hit dice, automatically destroyed. 5 hit dice, 95%. 6 is 80, 7 is 65, 8 to 9, 50, 10, 35, 11 plus 20. Outer planar creatures, 5% chance of being destroyed. I need to save up so much money. So much money, I shouldn't have bought all that ammo. Force Bullet +2. Target must save versus spell or be enclosed by Autoluke's Resilient Sphere for 7 rounds. Oh. Joaquin's Defender +2. A number of these shields can be found in Joaquinar temples throughout Faerun. The church crafts these shields to sell to enterprising adventurers. In exchange for the powers of the device, the bearer is required to keep the front of the shield uncovered and in its original state. If the owner does not comply, the shield's powers fail. In this way, dozens of adventurers walk the realms bearing the gold face of Joaquin on their arm. Armor class +3, only +2 versus missiles. Saving throws +2, magic resistance 10%. Sarutobi's Stonebreakers. Let's see. Monks, huh? Only usable by lawful. These bracers were commissioned for the legendary martial artist Sarutobi by a wealthy Shaolong merchant, in anticipation of a duel between Sarutobi and a powerful stone giant. Yet when he discovered the merchant's gift, so the story goes, Sarutobi refused to wear the bracers, saying, "I will crush this giant's skull with my bare hands, and I need no magic to help me do it." Sarutobi carried the day, and the merchant locked the bracers away in his safe. When Sarutobi disappeared one day through a planar door, the merchant took the opportunity to give the bracers to Sarutobi's son as small compensation for the loss of his father. The boy took the bracers and devoted his life to searching for his father. He never found him. Strength +1. Oh, that's almost too powerful. Well, I mean, I've got a shield that gives strength +1, but still. +2 damage when attacking with fists. Plus 2d6 extra damage on a critical hit when attacking with fists. Jeez. Oil of Second Chance. Second Chances. Priests of Timora produce this unique type of oil in abundance. The target has Remove Curse, Bless 6 rounds, and Luck 3 rounds cast upon them. Takes a full round to use. Whatever. Don't care. Leather Armor +2, Studded Leather Armor +1, Chainmail +2, Bracers of Defense Armor Class 6 might be worthwhile. Ring of Protection +1, high-quality weaponry, Stone to Flesh Scroll, a few potions. Alright, so Bracers of Defense Armor Class 6. Let's see. So that might be better for... That would be better for her. It'd be better for her. She's already got some. Alright. 1 and -1. Alright, so you can have it. Just looking at the rings that we've got. Okay.
No problem.
Actually, let's do that.
Onward.
So it's Ald. Alright. Oh, he actually does have a Ring of Protection +2. Oh, he's actually got 2 of these. Buy 1. Buy 1. It's very tempting to get a Ring of Protection +2, since she doesn't have one at all. Let's do it. There we go. Other magical equipment I'm currently wearing. What? Well, crap. What does it think that I'm... I don't really want to unequip these. That one I can unequip. Okay, so it doesn't like being equipped with that. Well, shoot. Alright, well, I might have just wasted some cash. Alright. Dang it. Alright, well, I just wasted some cash. A whole lot of cash, actually. Well, let's see. Armor class +1, save versus paralysis +1. Anyone can use that, so if that's the case, go with that, and you're already wearing that. Cloak of Protection +2. Nope. 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 God damn it. Alright. Well, I kind of like this better than the Ring of Protection +2, I think. Alright, so that was a waste of some money. She can't equip it. No one else is going to be able to equip it either. Alright, well. I'm not sure if this person is the best person to sell stuff to.
Of course.
Well, let's see. 1,500 and 4,500. Can I go through here? There we go. Ha. Ah, I thought so. Oh. Interesting. Trap disarmed. Picklock succeeded. A sling, some money, and some gems. 3 diamonds, 2 emeralds. Yep. Alright, what do we have? Quinn's Fancy Sling +3. This sling was blessed for Quinn Silverfinger by Quinn's superior at the Golden Spires in Quinn was quite proud of the sling and carried it with him always. Ah, it's a him. He only had reason to use the sling on 3 different occasions, but it proved to be very useful. So effectively, it's +3 weapon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. +3. Let's see. You've got the Giant Killer. You've got Italy's Sling +3. Oh, that is going to be better. Okay. Oh, it has abilities, huh? Oh, no, that's just the bullets. Silly me. Alright, so that's +3 +2, and speed factor of 4. +5 +3. Wow. Well, that's good. So you just have a sling +1. We'll go with that, because you're more likely to actively use it. And let's actually give these to you so that you can put them in the bag of holding. Alright.
Agreed.
Let's see. Well, that Ring of Protection +1 doesn't sell for very much. Let's see what the gems sell for. 500 and 750. Okay. Let's go talk to what's his name, the Fletcher.
It shall be done.
Or the Bowyer, I guess he technically is. I suppose he's a Bowyer and Fletcher.
Onward.
Let's see what you have for sale. 800 and 1200. Will you actually... You will buy the sling, but none of the other stuff. Well, let's just sell the sling because he's buying it for quite a bit more. He would buy a longbow of marksmanship, +3 +2. Which I'm not sure that I really need anymore. I don't really need the messenger of Seth +1 anymore, or the composite longbow of the hand. It's +2 +2. It does have that's +2 +1, but it does have increased numbers of attacks, which I think just translates to more damage when they do actually attack.
Very well.
I haven't actually seen you actually get more genuine attacks with that sort of thing. Let's go to the Gravedigger's shack next. Interesting there. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's try a little bit of pocket picking.
My duty is clear.
Your duty is clear, huh?
Yes.
Well, your duty is
Very
clear
well.
that you can't get out of there, so...
My duty is clear.
Had nothing to steal, okay.
Of course. Onward.
Might as well try pocket picking everyone.
I am prepared. My duty is clear.
Had nothing to steal. Okay.
Forward.
Do you have anything? Nope.
At once.
Acknowledged.
Do you have anything, little kid?
Rest once in a while.
Ah, you people are tired? Come
Let me
on.
find some place to
It
sit.
shall be done.
You're getting too old for this, huh?
Lost. Acknowledged.
I love how the music just kind of swells up sometimes. Okay, you don't want to actually pick the pocket of the horses. I'm a little disappointed. Or that's just a dock. I'll figure it out later. Kind of disappointed that none of those people have anything to pick. Also disappointed that none of these barrels seem to be anything. Hey, Purvis.
You needs a hole?
I beg your pardon.
I digs a hole for you? I digs good. Good and deep, so there's no stink.
Maybe some other time. Right now, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Questions? I know nothing. I just dig holes. You need a hole?
Have you received any sharp blows to the head recently?
Huh?
Never mind. Farewell.
My duty is clear.
Ooh. Hello. Ooh. Another ring of free action. I guess that's good for you. Let's see, what do you have? Ring of Shadows. Yeah, well, that's better than that. This can go to you then.
It shall be done. Agreed.
Interesting that he would have one of those. Can't do anything there. We could exit off the side of the map there. Alright, let's go talk to, what's his name? Come along, guys. Come along.
At once.
Let's see. I wanted to talk to you about your work, and possibly moving south.
What do you mean?
I spoke to the priest of Wakane, Quinn Silverfinger. He said there's an opportunity for a skilled cooper in Targos.
Targos, but I've heard of no such.
All the caravan masters that come to Lonelywood speak to Baldemar first, Tybald. It is not surprising that you had not heard of this.
Thank you, Southerner. I will look into it at once. Should the roads become free of the barbarians, I shall take my business and my family south.
I'll see to the barbarians, Tybald. Good fortunes. 20,000 experience points. Nice. You've changed Tybald's fortunes. We done good, everybody.
Onward.
Okay, can't go up through there. I suppose we should go check out this building here. Can we see what it is yet? Nope. Now can we see what it is? The Whistling Gallows. Well, maybe they'll have a room for us. I assume it's an inn. That is a lot of named people.
Very well.
Roll Tunnel Fist.
What you be wantin', stranger? Can't you see I be into my cups?
Who are you?
I be Rolled Tunnelfist of Clan Battlehammer. And who do I have the pleasure of being pestered by?
I'm AuldRolled. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Aye, a pleasure it is to meet new friends. Now speak your mind. What you be wantin'?
You look like you've seen battle recently.
Aye, it was about a week hence. Know ye of the barbarian camp east of here?
Yes, I've heard of the barbarian. I've heard that the barbarians have gathered nearby.
Well, me and me fellows were sent by the clan to scout the camp. Damned savages spotted us and set on us like a pack of dogs. We were backed against a bluff with nowhere to run. We knew we were trapped, so we had at 'em. If we were to die, we were not to die alone. All me fellows fell to those savages' blades. I knew me time had come, and I steadied myself for their blows. Sudden like, this deep voice booms out, and they steps back. A giant of a man comes forward and glares at me. Must have been 7 feet tall, and he was wearing the markings of a king. Carried a double-bladed axe bigger than meself.
What happened next?
He raises his axe and swings at me. Almost had me, too. He was so fast with the blade. I barely raised me shield in time to block the blow. Last thing I remember was me shield shattering and me falling from the bluff. I woke up in a pile of broken branches in the trees below. They must have broken me fall. I bandaged myself up and limped into town. Been here ever since.
Is there anything else you can tell me about about the barbarians?
Not a thing. Me and me fellows never made it to the camp proper. Plenty of guards and alert as well.
What do you intend to do next?
As soon as I be fit to travel, I'll report back to the clan. It be up to the clan elders what course to take next. Until then, I be mourning the loss of me fellows.
I must take my leave. Farewell. Amber? I don't know, whatever.
Well, now, aren't you a sight for tired eyes? A new face in Lonelywood, and such a handsome one, too. What's your name?
By the gods, the smell of wine is strong about you, woman. Let your drink rest for a bit and tell me your name. I'm Ald. Who are you?
Amber Dunn. Just Amber would do. How did you get here? Are you here with one of the caravans?
Amber Dunn. Are you Tybald's wife?
Tybald's wife? Ha! I sleep under his roof at times, but am I his wife? In name only. Ha! May his innards freeze and his body be buried in one of his barrels.
You sound like you bear little love for your husband.
I bear no love for that scarecrow of a man. He dragged me here to the north, to nowhere, so he could try and make a few coppers, and I could freeze and die. What a fool I was.
I don't think I can help with your family, but I already have. If your life is such a burden, why don't you leave?
Think I haven't tried? What do you know? The caravans aren't running now, and every man I bed promises to take me south, then leaves me here.
Oh, maybe that's your problem, then. Are you willing to get away from your family in this town so much that you would give your body to a stranger? And how many more do you plan to bed to leave here?
I would sleep with a garrison if it meant warmer climes and an escape from this frigid hell.
Have you no shame, woman? What happened to drive you to such a state? If you have a room where we could be alone, then perhaps we can come to an arrangement. Your weakness sickens me. If you would escape, then you should have the strength to do so. If not, you deserve your fate. Have you no shame, woman? Don't really like any of those options, really.
My husband, that fool Tybalt, brought us here to the north, promising a bright new future. Now years have passed, and he still labors in his shop. My daughter is a wild thing, more wolf than girl. This is not what I wished of my life, and I would do anything to leave it and start anew.
So you've decided to become every man's thing in the hopes that they can promise you something more? You truly are a fool to surrender yourself twice. Your presence here only harms your family. You should leave at once. They will survive and most likely prosper without you. Ooh, that's harsh. Then you are the one who must change your life. And looking for others to change it will only dig you deeper. I'll go with that one.
You don't know what it is like.
You have an honest husband that does honest work, a beautiful daughter, and a home far removed from the mess of cities to the south, and you would claim you suffer? I have no desire to speak of this anymore. I'm here to I'm here about the Barbarian Threat. Nothing more. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
You talk nonsense. My husband makes coppers, barely enough to save from month to month, and my daughter is wilder than the barbarians.
So your husband makes enough to save, and your daughter has the strength of a barbarian. How can you spit upon such blessings? Go to your family. They need you and you need them.
It is too late for such things. Too much damage has been done.
Your place is with your family. It is not too late. Find your strength and go to them.
I will try.
15,000 experience points. That is all I ask. Farewell, Ambeer. We convinced Ambeer Dunn to try to make the best of the situation she has with her family. Let's see if we can talk to her again. You cannot initiate dialogue. Ambeer Dunn appears to be busy. Let's see. Hobart, Stubbletoes. Hobart, Stubbletoes. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to wonder if I had the right place. Hail, well, met, and all that rubbish. My name's Stubbletoes, Hobart Stubbletoes, and unless I'm mistaken, you must be the legendary heroes of Icewind Dale. Yes. Indeed we are. Paladin does not speak proudly of his or her deeds. Let some other take the title of hero. I have only done as my faith demands. I'll go with that one. Bunch of pony apples and goblin wine. Call yourself whatever you want. I'm looking for people of extraordinary wits and resolve. Fine, we're heroes. Why is this so important to you? There's a ruined castle I know of, not far from here. Men whisper that great treasure waits inside, guarded by fell beasts and devious traps. All who have entered have, well, died. That's a very original story, friend. I suppose it's haunted, too. I like that one. Think you're so smart, do you? Actually, yeah. Well, maybe not all in this game, per se, but some other members of the party, certainly. Well, there's a reason you always hear stories like this, because they're true. People say the castle just, whoosh, sucks people right in. They never come back out again. So do you want us to come with you? I can see those wheels turning in your mind. Maybe you are clever enough. I'm in this purely for the profit. A frugal man can live quite well off the scraps of adventurers. Nothing wrong with that, eh? Very well, we shall accompany you. Wonderful, I'll take you there right away. Oh, uh-oh. Now, just give me a few moments. How do I work this thing? Is this the rune that... Oh. Well, that was not what I was expecting. See? I told you it wasn't far. Now, Timora's stinking luck to you and all that. What? Where in Faerun are we? We're in Anarok. It's a desert. There you go. Happy? Now get on with the heroics. I need to rest these old bones. What have you done, Hobart? You wanted to come here, right? You accepted the challenge, yes? Well, here it is. Enjoy. Wait! Bah, Orquit! Oh, boy. So there are harpies, and there's a wyvern that's attacking harpies, apparently. So we've got harpy, harpy, harpy. The stone well descends into blackness. This crumbling structure houses the machinery that raises and lowers the main gate. The machinery appears to be badly rusted and broken beyond repair. So this wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I think we'll call this... Oh, no, I can't call this an episode. I gotta kill these harpies first. Alright, well. Are these the wyverns? Those are the wyverns. Maybe you should
Right away.
go over here. Maybe you should get away, and you can actually switch to that and attack her. You go attack that one.
Gods grant me strength.
Okay.
Understood.
That's great. People are they confused or are they afraid? I'm stunned. Islandway is panicked. Harpy whale. Harpies don't have whales. Well, shoot. We've got some problems.
Onward to victory!
Well, that's a wyvern, actually. Can't control you. And of course, we're all tired, too. This is fantastic. Alright, you know what? Oh, she's getting oh, she's poisoned. Great. There's not much I can do about that. We might be dying here. Yeah, there's not much that I can do about you here. Oh, you're poisoned as well. Shoot. Yep, I can't do anything about you. I don't have anything that you can do. Other than, I suppose I can lay on hands at least.
Badly injured. I fear I might not make it.
Well, that doesn't last long. Okay, she's dead. Well, alright. I think we're gonna... Oh my god. That is a lot of wyverns and harpies. So... This needs some preparation before,
I am wounded.
Well, let's just let everyone die, honestly. At this point. There is... So... Stubble Toes... I feel like murdering you next time I see you, just saying.
Speak your mind.
Ald is actually doing pretty well there, all things considered. There you are.
Make peace with your gods.
Well, I'm gonna have to reload anyway. They really can't hit Ald, though. That's good. Took care of most of the harpies, just that one. Well, and then there was all that stuff up there. Giant door there. Oh, now Ald's taking poison damage. That's good.
Gods grant me strength.
Door there.
Here I am wounded.
Yeah, you're gonna die. It's okay. Oh, hey, we all
Very well.
survived, quote unquote. Oh, there goes Ald. He's dead. Hello. Just go ahead and kill us. It's fine. It's fine. We'll take it.
My wounds need tending. No!
Yep, she died fast. Man, 5 points from poison. That is not good.
I'm hurt.
And there she goes. We're all dead. Yay! See you in the next episode, everyone. Maybe we'll hold off on coming here. Actually, there was, let's see. Lure Master. Anyway. I'm definitely going to rest before we come here. That's for sure. See you all in the next episode.